All right. First of all, I hope everyone had a fabulous Labor Day weekend. I know I did. I hope everyone was able to relax, decompress, lift out the frustrations. If you traveled, hope your destination was wonderful, and I hope you return safe home. We're gonna do a little something today. Well, tonight I should say, and it's something that I've been seeing here and there, and I really want to present this to my up and coming DJs as well as my established DJs. I'm just going to pose a question. So, without further ado, let's get to it. What's up, everyone? I happen to be House that Speaks. Hope you digging my Jack and Beats gear. You can cop this at just go to my website www.househeadspeaksdj.com and you go to the tab that says House That Speaks Designs and you can cop one of these. So just had to throw that plug out there. So what I want to present to you guys is a question, as you can see up on top right there. You know, should DJs produce music for landing gigs? And I came across this question because I saw a post on Instagram, and it was regarding a British UK female DJ who was offering um, production, offering classes on production, and she was stressing the fact that she saying, or she probably felt that one of the reasons why DJs not getting the top notch gigs is because they're not producing their music. Now, I know this particular thing was presented to DJs and producers alike before, but I thought that I would do a little research, and of course I went to ChatGPT, which I'm sure everybody knows what that is, and I asked the question, and what asked was, do DJs need to be a producer to land gigs? And the and I'm gonna read you the reply, but I also did a little presentation overlay, which I'm gonna show you right here. And hold on for 1 second. There it is. It's probably gonna show it again because I'm sure I looped it. I did. So let me pause it right here. Okay, when I said DJs, do you need to know how to produce to land gigs? Okay, so I'm going to hit here and then I'm going to stop it right here so you guys can read it. But I'm also going to make sure that I post this in the description below so you guys can read it for yourselves. And I want you to answer this question in the comments below because I'm interested in what you guys have to say on this. But I'm going to read this, and it reads as follows: do DJs need to be a producer to land gigs? Now, remember, I got this from Chat GPT, and I'm going to give my take on it as well. Okay, so it reads, not necessarily. While it can be helpful for DJs to be producers, especially in certain genres or higher profile gigs, it is not a strict requirement. DJs who excel at reading the crowd, mixing tracks seamlessly, and creating a great atmosphere can still land gigs without producing their own music. Second paragraph. That said, many DJs find that producing their own tracks helps build their brand and can open more opportunities as it allows them to showcase their unique sound and create a stronger connection with their audience. But in the end, a DJ's skills, reputation, and ability to perform well are often just as important, if not more so, than their production credits. Now, okay. Now I'm going to address this. I am not addressing this to DJs who's already producing. If that's the route you want to go, no problem. I have purchased some of the pro- some DJs who produce. I have purchased their represent, representation, their productions, and so forth, and have played them out in you know, various forms, whether it is, online live stream on Twitch or through radio shows, or I played, or if I'm playing out in a gig. So, what I do want to address this as this, I'm going to say to each his own on this front. Now, when I read and said and answered and asked the question, do DJs need to be a producer to land gigs? It says not necessarily. So, which means this is open to interpretation. If you feel the need that you want to produce your own music as well as DJing, you can do that. If you feel that you don't that production and producing music is not necessary, or you don't feel as though you are ready to become a producer, feel free to do so. If you feel that you don't want to do any productions whatsoever and you just want to just DJ, feel the need to do so as well. As you can see, it's not a right or wrong answer. Okay, it depends on the DJ. It depends on how you feel about it and how you want to go by, by getting your name and you know and producing your brand. You know, I mean, I has been fortunate enough not to even entertain production. I have thought about it, but every time I thought about it and I did my research on it and understood what it takes to be a producer and the amount of time and especially amount of money, that's my that's the key ingredient right there. Two things I feel that will take will take for to be a successful producer, especially in today's format: time and money, because you're gonna need the time. I mean, you're not gonna just gonna go, you know, create a track and stuff like that, put it out there and hope for the best. It takes a lot of time. I know DJs who produce themselves, so I know they have told me, and I have talks with them. Even when I was a blogger, I had conversations with them, so I know the time and effort it takes for them to produce a track and to get it out there for us DJs to purchase it and play it. You know, because I feel that DJs is the advertising billboard for producers, because we're the one is playing the music out to the masses. So so producers needs the time to really hone in their craft and get it, and get that right beat, get that right harmony, melodies, the mids, the highs, the lows, all that stuff. It takes a lot of time, and and it can be a tedious process. Now, the second factor is money, because you're gonna need production equipment to do your production. I mean, yes, producing has become more accessible because you have production software, you have keyboards, that's and things of that nature. In in hindsight, it still can be costly. You can ask any DJ who does their own productions, and they can tell you firsthand how much of investment they put in on creating a either mini production studio or mid-sized production studio. And I'm definitely, and I haven't even touched the major DJs and producers, and I'm sure their production studio is massive, you know, but it probably fits their needs. So what I'm saying to young and upcoming DJs, if you, like I said, if you feel the need that you want to learn how to produce, do so. But what I will say is, don't allow anyone to sway you into becoming a producer if you don't feel either the need or you don't feel comfortable doing it. And don't rush doing it as well, because remember, as a new and upcoming DJ, one of the focal points of it, you need to make sure that your DJ skills is on point. Like it says on the last the last sentences in the second paragraph. But in the end, a DJ skills, reputation, and ability to perform well are often just as important, if not more so, than their production credits. Like I said, there are certain DJs may not be good producers, and there are certain producers that's not good DJs. I have seen and heard both ends of the spectrum. And then of course you have DJs who has the ability to master both. You know, like I said, it's all up to you. But again, if you know you don't have the time and you don't have the finance and the resources to start production, I wouldn't even I wouldn't attempt to do it. I will wait until you're able to make that time and have the necessary resource to start production. But like I said, to my young and upcoming DJs, there's no rush, none whatsoever. I've been doing this since 2017, and I have never attempted at production. But what I have done, I make sure that I promote my brand, you know, and I use different platforms and different ways of doing so. I have a YouTube channel that's gaining some ground. I have my Twitch channel, which I'm involved in various raid trains, which I get to play, and then I I have been collaborating with other DJs within the Chicago area that's allowing me to to play out, which I never thought in my wildest dreams that I'll be able to do so. So I am fortunate to be able to have those avenues where I don't have to worry about becoming a producer. Now, do I now will there be a time that I may want to produce? Sure. Have I thought about it? Of course I have. Why wouldn't I? I always believe that there are levels to underground music. Like I said, I started all the way from a dancer, and then went from a dancer to a blogger. Then I started promoting. Then I was doing other events, and I did all those before I became a DJ. So, and now, as you can see before you, I'm a Twitch DJ. I'm a content creator, and I also design my own gear. So having all having all those three entities really don't allow me the time and and the resources necessary to even even think about becoming a producer, you know. But like I said before, this question is not a right or wrong answer. It depends on the DJ themselves. So if, like I said, if you want to become a producer, you should. Now, what I would say is, you don't you don't need to be a producer if you want to land gigs. Seriously, I have been playing out since I started DJing. My very first year, I was in Toronto. I was playing at small festivals, small gigs, you know, and then last year, I played in Chicago for the very first time, because from 2018 on until last year, before last year, I wasn't playing in my city at all, and I've been blessed and fortunate enough to collaborate with the right sort and been able to play last year, and I've also have played this year, and with the collaborations that's coming to fruition, that's things are coming into place where there's a possibility I will be playing more in Chicago, which I'm excited about that, because I live here. I've been living here all my life. Good number of people has known me as a DJ, but they probably haven't seen me play live, because for the most part, I'm a Twitch DJ. I'm not ashamed to say that. I'm a Twitch DJ. I mostly, if you want to see me or hear me play, you will you have to go to my Twitch channel, which is House that Speaks underscore, and you can see me play. I'm always involved in various raid trains every month. So that's my that's my number one thing that I prefer doing. I prefer being a Twitch DJ. If anytime the opportunity presents itself for me to play outside at a live gig or a small venue, or a festival, or whatever the event presents itself, if I have the time, I'd be more than happy to do it. But I'm always going to do it for the right sort of people. That means like-minded people who enjoys this music. So, because one thing about branding yourself, you never want to do anything that won't be a harm and a detriment to your brand. That's why it's very important to make sure that you protect your brand at all costs. And if you are a young and upcoming DJ, and you feel that, you know, you feel that production will be a super fast way of really getting your name out, by all means do it. Is it necessary? No, it's not. You know, because I know one DJ in particular who used to produce, and he stopped producing, and he still plays all over the world. He plays everywhere, all over the country, all over the world. And he just DJs. He may add a couple of productions that's on his own, but he has not put anything out for the masses. And from what I heard, he hasn't done it in a number of years. He just, that was his decision. But to me, I think for him it's a good decision, because he's already has his name out there. He still has probably plenty of tracks where people can purchase and play, that will give him still the necessary income, the necessary supplemental income that he will need. But as far as he probably worrying about trying to produce a track, trying to get a track out there, trying to meet a deadline, stuff like that, he don't have that worry anymore, because he decided not to add production to his repertoire anymore. And that's the way I look at it on that standpoint, because by me being a DJ, I'm also a content creator, and my content involves DJing. So everything I do you know, whether as designing, you know, uh, creating a new design for my House Sex Speaks Designs apparel, or creating content, you know, for young upcoming DJs to help them on their journey, or doing this particular one, which is Monday Night Rant, where I present avenues, but it's always regarding DJing and regarding underground dance music and the like. So I have these things in place where you know like I said, production is my not within it's not in my radar at this moment. Now, you know, it could change over time, but for right now, it's not there, and that's fine. That's fine. I'm okay with it. So what I want to repeat again, and I know I sound like a broken record, but I just want to stress the fact that if you're a young and upcoming DJ, if you want to produce, if you want to learn how to be a producer, do so. But what I will tell you is, don't follow these these um these posts that's on social media saying that if you want to be a producer, follow these steps and stuff like that. There's other ways of learning how to produce music for free. Go to YouTube. Go to YouTube. Like my mom calls it, she calls it the University of YouTube, YouTube University. I mean, that's what I did when I was learning how to DJ. You know, the person who taught me how to DJ wasn't able to come over every day to show me every day. I had to learn some of the things on my own. So what I did, I went to YouTube, follow what was whatever DJ that I was following at the time. I followed what they was doing, and learn accordingly, and just kept practice and practice and practice, because everything is a repetition. And as you see before you, I get to play, and I have played with different forms of software so far, and also have played on different DJ hardware. So I have not limit myself into playing just a controller. I can play out if I need to play out, and I know, what to do when I'm standing in front of two CDJs and a mixer. So I just wanted to let you guys, you know, I want to bring this to your attention, and again, let me know if you feel that if you believe, I hate saying feel, if you believe that you should learn how to produce music to land maybe a better gig, or maybe your first gig, or what have you. And if you have done that, let let me let me let me read your story. It doesn't have to be long, drawn, stuff like that. Just take us through the process. I am very excited to find out how you went through the motions of doing that. So thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate your continued love and support. Please like, share, subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you can know when I'll be doing another Monday night rant. Now, I do want to let you know I am changing my flyers. It still has Monday Night Rant doing every other Monday. Now I'm trying to be as persistent, consistent as possible, so I can make sure I get these Monday Night Rants to you every every Monday. So that's my goal, and I'm starting since this September. I'm starting now. This is going to be the first of weekly Monday night rants. I'm going to make sure I get them out to you guys, so you won't miss a Monday night rant. So you know the schedule is every Monday, 7 p.m. Central Time, That's 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Until then, this is House That Speaks, signing off. Peace and love. Make sure you definitely comp one of my designs, House That Speaks Designs. You can go to my you can go directly to my storefront. That's tpublic.com slash user slash House That Speaks Designs. I got over 200 designs right now. I will be creating more designs in the upcoming months or weeks. So make sure you prepare for that. So on that note, have a good one, everyone.